Hey everyone, it's Aubrey from Piece by Piece Living, and today I'm going to show you how to make Instant Pot deviled eggs. Now, deviled eggs are really easy to make, and for some reason I've never actually made them. But for this past Christmas, I decided to try them in my Instant Pot, and it was really easy. So essentially, you're just making hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, and then you're going to take the eggs out, take the yolk out, and then mix them with a few ingredients. And then you're just gonna pipe them back into your eggs to make deviled eggs, and then you can top them with whatever. Before I show you how to make the deviled eggs though, I wanted to just do a run through of some of the ingredients I'm using. And these ingredients, everybody should have these ingredients. These are just minimum staple ingredients. So first you have eggs. I prefer to use pasture-raised eggs because they taste better, the chickens are treated better, they have a better quality of life. But for the purpose of this particular video, I just have the generic eggs. So you have your eggs, and then you're also going to use some white vinegar. You're also going to be using some mustard, and then you're going to be using your mayonnaise of choice. I love Primal Kitchen mayonnaise because it's made with avocado oil, and it has no sugar and no soy or canola. No soy is really important for me because soy always messes up my skin. You could also make your own mayonnaise. It's really easy, but I prefer to just buy Primal Kitchen. You can also purchase Primal Kitchen at some Costco's in like a big old jar, but I just got this, I think, at the grocery outlet. And then to top off your deviled eggs, you can use any spice you want. I'm just keeping it pretty classical and traditional with paprika. And I think today I might try topping with some prosciutto. You could also do bacon. But anyway, oh, and then for some of your little gadgets you're gonna need obviously the Instant Pot. Or you could just make your hard-boiled eggs in a pan. But today, I'm gonna be using my Instant Pot because it's really easy and it takes like 5 minutes. And then you also need some sort of insert for your Instant Pot so that the eggs don't just go straight into the bottom of the pan. Instant Pot does come with a metal insert, but I went ahead and purchased this little silicone steamer bag. This is mostly used for vegetables, but you can also put your eggs in it. Let me actually show you what comes with the Instant Pot. This is the Instant Pot metal rack thing that I was talking about. This comes pretty much with every Instant Pot. You put it in the Instant Pot and it prevents your eggs or whatever you're using, like your chicken, from touching the bottom. And then you just also have to put some water inside the Instant Pot. But if you don't have this, you could always use this. They're essentially the same thing. I just like this one better. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna put your eggs inside your Instant Pot with your little steamer basket. Doesn't really matter how you put them in. You can stack them on top of each other. I'm using 12 eggs for this recipe. Now, normally deviled eggs are used for parties, but because of COVID, we're not having parties, right? So you don't really have to use these for parties. You can use them for whatever. I actually will make them and then just use them for my breakfast. That's a good little source of protein, or it's also just a good like midday snack. After you put in your eggs, you're gonna put 1 cup of water. Then put your lid on. Seal it. And you're gonna press manual for 5 minutes. And then you're just gonna let it rise to pressure, cook for 5 minutes, and then do a quick release. The hard-boiled eggs are done, so I'm now gonna put them in a bowl of cold water to cool them down so that they're easier to handle. All right, so my hard-boiled eggs are done. I'm going to have them, cut them in half, put the yolks in a bowl, and then put the egg whites on my deviled egg holder. This is really cute. I got it as a wedding gift. I think it's Crate and Barrel, I don't know, I'm not sure. Really cute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these in half, put the yolks inside, and then just put them on my cute little platter. If you're not presenting these like in a really pretty way for a party, just put them in a Tupperware container. So all my yolks were in the bowl. I went ahead and put a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise, and I think that made a good consistency. And then I also put 1 tablespoon of mustard, 1/2 teaspoon of white vinegar, and I'm gonna skip the salt because I think it's gonna be salty enough from the mustard. And then I'm just gonna mix it until super duper smooth. So this actually might take a minute to do this. I'm pretty satisfied with this texture, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. If you want it smoother, you can just keep going. If you want it to be a little bit more on the wetter side, you could put more mayonnaise. So I have my Ziploc bag and it's piped with the egg yolk mixture. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze it in the egg. If you had a professional piping bag, that's cool too. I don't have one, so this is what I'm using. And just fill them all up. So once I finished piping the eggs, I went ahead and topped it. First I topped it with paprika, and then I topped it with some parsley. So I just put the egg mixture inside and just kind of did a little tapping motion. And then I went ahead and topped it with some prosciutto. You could top it with bacon, you could top it with olives, you could top it with maybe mushrooms if you are vegetarian. You can do pretty much any topping that you want. Now I opted to not put salt in my recipe because I don't really need it to be salty because of the mustard, because of the vinegar. But if you want to change the spices, you want to put more salt, more mayonnaise, more mustard, you can adjust it to your own personal taste. But here you go, very good. Okay, so here you have your deviled eggs topped with some paprika, parsley, and prosciutto. So let me taste it. So there you have it, a really easy Instant Pot deviled eggs recipe.